So today's first question, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed by using the digits 1 to 9 if repetition of the digit is not allowed? Solution for this. Okay, so the keyword of doing this thing is, the keyword in the examination for you is repetition of the digit is not allowed, which means we identify it as what? If repetition is not allowed, which means we identify it as permutation problem. That is our first key step in this. Correct? Once we have done this particular thing, what is our next step? The required number of arrangements, right? So here the required number of what? 4 digits which can be formed. Correct? So 4 digit in the sense, let me take something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? I can make it 1, 3, 2, 4 also. Correct? Or 1, 2, 4, 3. These are all different numbers. So how many such 4-digit number will be there? Correct? So 1 to 9, totally how many numbers are there? 1 to 9 totally 9 numbers are there totally 9. Permutation P. Correct? 4-digit number 4. So 9 P4. So 9 factorial by 9 minus 4 factorial. So 9 factorial by 5 factorial I'll get. So we know what to do in this. So 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial by 5 factorial respectively. So which I'll do in next page. That is 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial by 5 factorial. So that I can cancel down what? The 5 factorial, 5 factorial. This is my answer. 9 into 8 is, that is 3024 is the answer. So that is the required number of words that can be formed, 4-digit numbers. That's all. Very easy question to do. The next question. How many digits or how many numbers lying between 100 and 1000 can be formed with the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if the repetition of a digit is not allowed? So in this question, how many numbers lying between 100 and 1000 can be found with the digits? Correct? If the repetition of digit is not allowed. Number lying between 100 and 1000. So it means 101 to 999. So what kind of number is these things? These are all 3-digit number. Correct? But the trick in this question is they have included 0, which means that the 3-digit number can be what? 0, 1, 2 also. It's again a 3-digit, but actually it is a 2-digit number. 0, 1, 2 is a 2-digit number. So which means in the 100th place, correct? Units, tens and 100th place. 100th place, I have to fix 0 and I have to subtract the remaining thing. So first what you have to do? First step is very easy step. First step is what? How many numbers are here totally? 6 numbers are here, correct? And it is 3 digits. So first we have to take the, I'm writing down in words here so that everyone understand. First, we have to take the count of 6 permutation. Count of 6 permutation taken 3 at a time. Because it's a 3-digit number, right? Correct? Then our answer will be what? 6p3. So there is nothing but 6p3. Then comes our main problem. That is this particular thing. 0, 1, 2. Which is a 2-digit number. It is not a 3-digit number. So what we are doing in this scenario, we are fixing 0 at the 100th place. Correct? So I have fixed 0 here. We have to subtract those things. I already fixed 0 here. So remaining how many numbers are there? Remaining 5 numbers are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Correct? And all the 2-digit number I have to subtract. So it is what? 5p2. Correct? Why I am doing that? Then only I'll get the required number. So from 6p3, I have to subtract 5p2 respectively. So therefore, my required number is what? 6p3 minus 5p2. So 6p3, it's a very simple thing. 6 factorial by 6 minus 3 factorial is 3 factorial. 5p2 is what? Minus 5 factorial by 3 factorial respectively. So 6 is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. I am cancelling it. This is 5 into 4. That's it. So it is 120 minus 20. It is 100. This is my final answer. Combination. So in combination, the important thing here is what? Order is not important. So it can be of any order. Permutation order is important. Again, these are the keywords to identify the question. And in permutation, the formula was what? NPR. N factorial by n minus r factorial. Combination, instead of p, it will be what? C. So NCR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So which means, what is the basic relationship between NPR and NCR? That also I'll write down. So NPR. Correct? Instead of this, what I can write? I can write this as NPR. Correct? This is my NPR. So NPR is equal to NCR into R factorial. But for us, the most important thing is NCR is equal to N factorial by N minus R factorial into R factorial. That is my NCR thing. So this is just a formula. Okay, there is nothing to explain in this. Yeah. This is just a simple formula where we have to by heart and keep. NCR is equal to N factorial by N minus R factorial into R factorial. Correct? A simple thing I'll tell you. If it is N is 5, 5C2. Correct? 5P2 we know what to do. 5P2 what do? We do what? 5 factorial by 5 minus 2 factorial. That is 3 factorial we do. In 5C2 what we should do? Same thing. 5 factorial by 5 minus 2 is 3 factorial. Into what is R here? R is my 2. That is. So one more thing will come here. Combination problems are much easier to do compared to a permutation problem. So this is something where we have to copy down and keep. No need to worry. Once I'm doing a problem, we will clearly understand what is what. Kindly listen. If NC9 is equal to NC8, find NC17. So they're given the thing and we have to find NC17. So if NC9, so first thing what do you do? Since we are new to this thing, write down the formula. Basic formula, just write anywhere you can write. N factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So with this, what is our NC9? N factorial by n minus 9 factorial into 9 factorial. Because my r is what? 9. This is my NCR. That's it. Same thing here also, n factorial by n minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial. So then what we can do? We can cancel the n factorial things. Correct? Then n minus 8 factorial also I can cancel. Just cancel this factorial thing because it is n minus 9 into this particular thing. Correct? Or else if you didn't understand this thing, I'll just cancel this n factorial. We'll write it down one more time. Better to do it directly. What I'll do, 1 by n minus 9 factorial. So what is my n minus 9 factorial here? What is my n minus 9? What is my n factorial? N into n minus 1 into so on, right? So what is my n minus 1 factorial? Explain you these things. So if you don't know the factorial thing here, okay, let me take one simple question. N factorial by n minus 2 factorial. Correct. So what is my n factorial? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. In the sense n minus 3, n minus 4 and all. Correct. So what is my 5 factorial basically meaning? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 so on. That's it. Correct. So I am reducing 1 by n minus. This is our basic knowledge for doing this question. So that I can cancel what? This and this respect. The same thing only I'm using here also. So which means n minus 9 factorial is here, right? Correct. And what is this? 9 factorial. So what is my 9 factorial? 9 into 8 factorial. That I think everyone will be familiarized. 9 into 8 factorial. This is equal to 1 by, what is my n minus 8 factorial meaning? So that is nothing but what? N minus 8 into n minus 9 factorial into 8 factorial. Just like this only here. Correct? Now I have to cancel this common things now. N minus 9 factorial I can cancel. 8 factorial I can cancel. So then what will be my answer here then? If I cancel all of these things, 1 by 9 is equal to 1 by n minus 8, or n minus 8 is equal to 9 respectively, or n is equal to 8 plus 9, 17 is my answer in this. So, but our question is not complete. Our question is to find what is NC17. Question is to find what? NC17. N value we got 17. This is what? 17. 17C17. Value is always 1. That is nothing but what? 17 factorial by 17 minus 70 factorial into 17 factorial. So 17 factorial, this will get cancelled. So 1 by 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1 itself. 1 by 1, 1. So answer is 1 itself. Our answer is 1. This is my answer for this. A committee of 3 persons is constituted from a group of 2 men and 3 women. How many of these committees would consist of 1 man and 2 women? So in the question, I just missed one important point. In how many ways this can be done? Okay. Next thing, how many of these committees would consist of 1 man and 2 women? So first part in this is, in how many ways this can be done, correct? So we have to have a committee of 3 persons from a group of 2 men and 3 women. So totally for the first thing, correct, how many ways this can be done? So answer or solution to the first one. The first part is what? How many ways? So the required number of ways we can do is how much? 5 C3. How I got 5? Because 2 plus 3. 2 men and 3 women. Correct? So that's how I got 5. Why 3? Because I need 3 persons in my committee. So 5 C3. So that is nothing but what? 5 factorial by 3 factorial into 2 factorial, whatever it is. So we get 10 as the answer. 5C3 is 10. Now, how many of these committees would consist of 1 man and 2 women? 1 man and 2 women. So in 2 men, how many men we are choosing? 1, 2, C1. It can be any of the men because order doesn't matter here. Correct? Order is not important. Now, 2 women. 2 women out of how much? 3. So 2C1 into 3C2. So that is the answer of the second one. How many of these committees would consist of 1 man and 2 women? How I got this 2C1? Because from where we got this 2 women thing? Sorry, from where we are getting this thing? Totally there are 3 women. Out of these 3 women, I can put 2 women. That is my 3C2. 1 man. Out of how many men? 2 men. So any of the men can be the part of the committee. So 2C1. 2C1 into 3C2 ways are there for the second part. So answer is 6 for that. So what is the answer of this? 6 for the second one. And guys, one more shortcut I'll tell you. 5C3. Or let me take 5z0 value. What is 5z0 value? 1. 5c1 value is what? 5 by 1. 5c2 value is what? 5 into 4 by 1 into 2 respectively. 5c3 value is what? 5 into 4 into 3 by 1 into 2 into 3. Now, if we can compare these two things, 5c2 and 5c3. Okay. These three are same only, right? If I cancel this 3 here, if I'm canceling this 3 here, so what is this actually equal to? 5c2, correct? So 5 minus 3 is nothing but what? 2, 5c2. Suppose in the question, if they're giving you 5c4, what is 5c4? 5 minus 4, that is 5c1 respectively. The answer is 5. Again, if you want the proof, do this thing. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, 4 times by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So we can cancel out 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2 respectively. So again, we'll get the answer as 5 respectively. Clear? So if I'm applying this basic principle here, what is 2c1? 2 by 1, that is 2. What is 3c2? It is same as 3c1. So 2 into 3, 6. 5c3. 5 minus 3, 2. 5c2 is what? 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. So answer is 10. Without doing any of these things, we can get the answer perfectly clear.